As Bon Jovi once said, we're halfway there, and watching this show, I feel like we're living on a prayer. We're praying that it gets better. We're praying that the story develops, because the only story being told right now is that white man is bad. Welcome back, guys, to Folk Entertainment. We're at the halfway point of it. Season 1, Episode 4 was called The Great Swirling Apparatus of Our Planet's Function. But honestly, the only thing I think is functioning in this show is the fact that all the white guys seem to be bad, all the white guys seem to be evil, and all the non-white people seem to be good. I get it, we're in what, 1960 something? I get that there may have been dodgy looks towards the new black family moving in, but I just feel like this show has massively overdone the whole race plot, and then even now when they factor in like the Native Americans, the Native Americans are you know, they're portrayed to be the almighty faction, and the white people again stealing their land. And did the Native Americans actually win any war? I think they must be like the most overhyped, and we'll get into the review in a minute, but they must be like the most overhyped group of all time, because I don't really recall them winning any wars. But when you like see stories and like folktale and stuff in movies, it's like they portray them as great. I mean, you look at Prey. I mean, you've got that Native American chick that's about fucking 5 foot defeating a predator.
No, see the Native American gimmick, man. You're right. It's like it seems to be. It's like, oh, you stole our land. See across the world, man. Who
hasn't had land stolen?
Exactly. So
I mean, come on.
I can't even be asked to get into that debate, but yeah, this show, it's more about racism than it is about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it. I like it, but I just feel like it. Right, I get it. The white people are bad. We get it. Black people are victims. Whether it be the new family moving in, or whether it be the guy that's like illegally detained for the murder of the kids, I get it. You know, the black people here are on the receiving end, but
there is not one antagonistic person of colour.
No,
they're all white.
To be fair, that's the way the world goes now. Just watch Tracker there, buddy. But anyway, so the group of kids, they take the photos to the police chief Bowers, but when he looks at them, the spirits are nowhere to be seen. Now, I'm going to assume that the kids looked at the photos first of all before taking them.
They did.
But maybe it has got the ability to change the photos, so that appears to be what he's done. Bowers isn't too happy with him.
Just rendered episode 3 pointless then?
Yeah, pretty much. We then see Leroy take his son, Will, fishing, and Will gets dragged into the bottom of the lake basically by a vision of his father who's all burnt up, and he basically tells him you're going to die in flames. Leroy manages to rescue his son. I don't think he really believed him about, oh, I burnt fairs and you dragged me in, but then he sees like the marks on his arms, and I guess at this point he's thinking, you know, maybe there was something here. How do you explain these burns? And then we see like this red balloon in the background. Later on, Will and his group of friends, he theorizes that the evil wants them to increase their fear to later devour them. Now, I don't know how he came to this conclusion. I mean, I guess that's kind of how it is always operated. I mean, I guess it's a little bit similar to Freddy. I know he requires you to technically fall asleep, but I still think it's a fear factor. Is it not a fear factor that really gives Freddy Krueger his powers? I know he has to kill you while you're asleep, but is it not also a fear factor as well?
It is, but again, this is like some fucking 8-year-old kid that's like coming out with shit that he just shouldn't be coming out with.
I think he's slightly older than 8.
Are they?
I mean, they would have...
Alright, 10 then, we'll go with 10.
Bullshit.
What do you think he is?
Well, the Lily person must be like at least 14, 15. So I doubt she's hanging around with someone half her age. That would be fucking weird.
He's no 8, then he's 10. Well, so what about the wee Italian guy?
He's just small. You think he's... come on. These don't act like 10-year-olds. There's a clear... That wee guy's tiny. I'll accept that.
You think that these kids are like 14, 15?
They're closer to that than they're to 8, I guarantee it.
I completely, wholeheartedly disagree. I think they've been acting like they've been older, but they're not.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll have a look here.
Oh no, but what the age of their actors doesn't really mean anything.
Why not?
Right, well, click on them then. Click on
Let's see what Rich guy is. So the wee small kid that's about 2 foot tall, or is that the guy that died in the first episode? And Let's see here. It doesn't say his age. It doesn't say when he was born. Either way, I'd be...
you talk a load of shite there, I'll figure it out.
I'd be shocked if he... to me, they seem like they're about 12, 13, 14, but either way, they're certainly not 10. I mean, does it really matter? So,
you said, no, hold on, you're changing the goalpost. Now you're saying they could be 12 and you said they could be 14 or 15.
no, I said they're closer to 15 than 8, so I mean, 12 would still be closer to 15.
Yeah, but then I said 10, you laughed it off.
No, you started with 8. I'd say they're 14, 13, 14.
Between 7 and 15 years old.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
The character Matty Clemens is 12 and some are 7 or 8. Charlotte's 12. So there you go. It's a whole mixed bag.
Nah, talking shite. Anyway.
Hold on, look. 12, 12, 13, 12, 12, 8, 12. I mean...
No, hold on. So, the one that's 8 is the little sister. She doesn't even fucking count.
Point is, there's like 12 or 11, man.
No, 12 or 14. I mean, it literally says 12 or 13.
So I'm going to go with 12. If the rest of them are 12, I'm just going to go with the average.
Like I said,
12.
closer to 15 than 8. So anyway, the age doesn't really matter. We then get Charlotte. She visits Hank to help with the case. By the way, Charlotte is the mother, so I doubt she's 12.
Right,
so,
my problem with this, right, because you're not going to get the hard hitting stuff.
No, I am. So
let me get to it. I think this is portrayed more that she's just believing him or siding with him because he's black rather than she actually believes him, and to me that's an immediate red flag.
Yeah, see her assuming that he's innocent because he's black. Is that not just as bad as deeming him guilty because he's black? It's just two sides of a different coin, is it not?
Yeah, because he could have did it.
No, but it just her presuming that he's innocent because he's black. Is that not just as bad?
It's the same as a white person at this period thinking the white guy didn't do it over the black guy.
Now, either way, Hank confesses. He finally confesses. Oh, I can't tell you where I was that night because I was with a married white woman. And then he says, "Oh, I can't." But it's almost like he can't confess because he's afraid of what the husband will do to the woman. So it's almost like, again, I was with a married white woman, but it's the white man that's bad because they're making it that Hank he's so selfless. They're making it like he's prepared to go down for the murder because he doesn't want this woman's husband to potentially find out what happened and for her to maybe, get in trouble for it or to get hurt or whatever. So, just a bit. I mean, and then obviously, I don't know what would happen to him back in this time, but again, it just felt like white man bad, didn't it? Even though he's the one that's cheating and having an affair.
Yeah, obviously back here, this is when you had like segregation. This was a big no-no, right? But at the end of the day, it was a no-no, and he fucked up, just like the white woman did.
But it's the white man that's portrayed as the bad guy here.
Yeah, and because
the whole thing was, I can't.
He's the one that's put his life in jeopardy.
Because the whole thing is, I can't confess. I can't say where I was because, I don't know what he'll do to her. It's like, well, what about the fact that you and the woman were, having an affair? And back then, back in the 60s, it wasn't like in 2025 where people were probably having their affairs all the time. Back then, it was like.
It was frowned upon, regardless of colour, but when you factor in colour, explosion.
It almost felt like he was somehow being heroic.
Aye, yeah.
Protecting the woman for the evil white man, but again, that's kind of what all this show kind of does. We then get Marge. She's trying to play a cruel prank on Lily. It looks like she's trying to get back into her good books and be her friend again. She wants to meet up at the dinner hall, but it turns out that her new group of friends just want to play a prank on her. I mean, isn't this kid kind of being fucked up enough without these people bullying her?
Again, they're all white.
Yeah, so then some jock or whatever, probably the quarterback of the football team, he pretends to have an interest in Lily.
See, I don't think you can call a 12-year-old a jock, though. You know what I mean? When I think a jock, I think a kid that's 16, 17.
Well, what age would you say that guy was? Because I think he clearly wasn't fucking 8. I mean, you can just... I'd say
yeah, but 11, 12, so...
I think he was older than that.
So he was 20? I mean...
fuck off, man. Why can't you just...
Well, so what do you think he was?
I'd say he was definitely at least 14, 15.
And he's going out with 12-year-olds?
Again, I don't think she's 12.
But it says they're 12.
It says she's 12 or 13.
Or 12 or 13.
No, but there's been time skips since the beginning, so I mean, you wouldn't really know.
Right, all right then. Leave her, or I wouldn't really call him a jock.
Well, you get what I mean. He's like the leader, and he's like, oh, he's a cool kid. That's what they're called.
Oh, go freshen up, Will.
I mean, are you really going to die on this the hill of him being called a jock?
Yeah, there's weirder hills to die on.
So
over the recent fog channels recently.
Anyway, she goes to freshen up, and it looks like Marge, I guess, is having second thoughts. Maybe she feels bad about lying to her, but then she starts like freaking out. And previously, like, Lily brought in her mum's, like, I don't know, mental pills or whatever, her medication, and this is supposed to stop them from, like, having the fear. But then Marge starts seeing things, and, like, she gets this, like, vision of her eyeballs, like, literally popping out, and, I mean, they were growing, like, the size of pickles. I know we've seen, like, jars of pickles in episode 2, but they were growing, like, massively. And then she starts freaking out, and she goes into, like, the woodwork room, and ends up using this saw to like saw off one of her eyes, and I mean your eye would need to be bulged out for it to saw off, so I don't quite know how she done it, but she like pretty much cuts out one of her eyes.
But why would you do this though? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I'm not too...
I know it's a vision, right, and you're scared, etc, but...
Well, that's probably why then, isn't it?
I know, but your go-to is to fucking just rip your eyes off.
Well, she mutilates one of her eyes. Lily then jumps on top of her trying to intervene, and she's got like this, I mean, I don't even know what it was, not a spatula, but it was like some sort of tool. And then like the rest...
a file hammer, mate.
A file hammer, that's the one.
a spatula in the woodwork.
Probably not, like, you know, this is not ER, I mean, this is not bakery.
You need to go to the ER.
Well, anyway, then the kids walk in and they just see Lily on top of her with this big iron wielding
file hammer,
that's the one. And then I think they just assume the worst. So fuck Lily, Banbridge is.
But see, shouldn't this just be explained in the next episode by Marge? Oh, here, I had this weird vision, it wasn't her.
Oh, hold on here, Marge, she's lost a fucking eye, she's probably hysterical.
I think this will be alright the next episode.
Well, I mean, we don't know, but what we do know is that Marge has now lost an eye. Will sees a clown then from out his room. Leroy goes out to check, and he starts...
his wife. He's like, hey, this is your fault, man.
He starts screaming, and then you just see all these white lights come on, and I'm assuming it was like white folks' home, but you just see all the lights come on, so he like woke up the neighbourhood. Who knows, maybe the neighbourhood's going to be pissed off.
But see, this was so forced. Like, he's got to be macho to get the white people's attention to make him look bad.
Yeah,
then... He could have literally just went out with a weapon and no one would have turned their lights on.
Yeah, then we get Halloran, and he enters the mind of Rose's nephew, Daniel, so I guess he's like a mind reader, or he can read minds.
Right, this dragged on.
This whole Halloran guy can seem to do a lot of shit.
Yeah. No, I mean...
multi-talented.
Essentially... This demon...
I mean, it took about 10 minutes to cover the story.
Right, this is it. The demon came to Earth. It turns out where he came to Earth is where the natives eventually like debuted, so to speak, and then over years they had boundaries, and then the bad white people came for Europe, and they distorted the demon, and they moved, and then after a while we had to build this safe forest, and we lost people along the way, and one little piece of stone wasn't enough, so we had to get multiple pieces of stone. Fuck white people. Yeah,
basically the evil spirit came to Earth, the natives took care of it, but then the white people came and ruined everything and unleashed the evil spirit, and now that's it, really. It's on the loose, so there you go. And that was pretty much how the episode ended.
I mean, I thought the episode was alright, but that last bit killed me. I thought the episode at that point was... I mean, it was fine apart from the obvious wokeness, but I'll give it a 5 out of 10.
I'm going to get a 6. Maybe. Is it the weakest episode so far? I mean, maybe. Who knows? Anyway, guys, that's it. Let us know your thoughts down below. Yeah, just...
He's not creepy, is he?
They just need to just stop focusing too much on race, for God's sake, man. Like, we get it. You know what? Racism back then existed. Can it not be the focal point of every fucking episode, though? I get it at the beginning of the show, they're going to, lean towards that and maybe show it's a problem, but I don't think it needs to be the centre focus of every single episode.
Real lack of Harry in this.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it. 5.5 out of 10. Till next time. Peace.